live. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about my Lepera seat that I have right here, and we're going to be giving it an official long-term review. The seat has clocked in almost 8,000 miles already, so I think it's time for an official long-term review. First, we'll talk a little bit about the seat, the materials used, and everything about it. We'll get on the road and finish talking about everything else. So right here, this is my Lepera Tailwhip custom seat. As you can see right here, a ton of materials, a ton of colors. I wanted something really different when it came to the build of this bike. You know, I wanted something to stand out, something to pop out, and something very special. And I feel like we kind of accomplished that with how the whole seat turned out. Let's talk a little bit about the materials that I decided to use on this seat. So we got that nice Alcantara right there, super nice. Look, this is how you know you have some nice suede. When you rub or you brush your hands against it, and you see it turn color, super nice, super soft. So we got that on there in black, and then for the passenger seat area as well, it just feels super nice, man. It's super comfortable. On the side right here, we went with the wrinkled brown leather. I just love this. Has a real nice buttery feel to it. It's just super smooth, high quality leather. You could just tell from a mile away, it's good quality stuff. On the side panel right here, you got that rubbery basket weave print right here. Super grippy, super nice. It's different. it makes it pop out as well. And then around back, once again, we have the cracked brown leather. Just looks really nice, and that MK87 badging right there in red just makes it pop out even more. Now I decided to use different materials because, but why not? It's different. It just looks different. It's cool. I didn't just want to have any ordinary seat with this bike, just being that it's so special, and everything about it's just, anywhere you look is like boom bow, boom bow bow. It's like, so we kind of wanted to keep that momentum going with the seat. You're gonna have that red and goldish brownish stitching parallel against it. Just really nice. Quality with Lepera seats is always A1. This is my 4th seat that I've had from Lepera. All of them have all been custom. I just love having the option to get a seat customized because you can play around with colors, materials, and just make it your own. A nice plain old black seat is always nice, but something like this, it's just special. On my old Lowrider S, I had this basket weave material, and I had it against here, and it gave me such a nice grip. So if you're looking for a nice grippy seat or a nice material, go with the basket weave on the back. It locks you in, especially right here with the seat. It has a nice back support, so it really locks you in whenever you get on the throttle. And then if you're going to be hitting the twisties, this material here is awesome for that. I believe I also had the same material on the actual seat here as well. I just remember that seat being super grippy. You got the Lepera badge on the side right here, that red stitching once again, just super nice. Now if you want to see like this, it is going to run you north of $1,000. So depending on the type of materials you use, amount of stitching, any embroidery, like the price may vary on everything. The more you do, the more it's going to be. But I mean, if you ask me, I think it's pretty worth it if you want to make your bike look super special. And then once again, the MK87 and that red stitching in the back just makes the bike and the seat just pop out so much. Let's get on the bike, talk about how comfortable the seat is, type of rides we've been having on it, and everything else. And as you can see right here, the bike has clocked in 8,030 miles. I got the seat done right away when I got the bike. I guess we can subtract a good 200 miles from that point right here. So you could say we pretty much got clocked in around 8,000 miles on the seat. I've taken the seat on countless rides. It is a super comfortable seat. Lepera does something with their seats where you don't need much of a break-in period like other brands. You'll get into another brand and you'll need to put around 5,000 to 8,000 miles in that seat before it can kind of really be broken in a way. This one is a little different. You don't have that feeling. At first you get it, yes, it's a brand new seat, it's gonna be a little stiff, but once you put a few hundred miles on it, there's really isn't no braking period, to be honest. Like it's a really good seat, man. This is a tail whip, like I said. I've had the kick flip. There's different designs of how you can get this seat. I just love this tail whip design of the seat. It just makes it look pretty cool. I had the same design on the Road Glide, and it just looks so cool, man. So freaking cool. Now when it comes to having a crazy amount of grip on this seat right now, being that it has the Alcantara, it's not the most grippiest seat, so I'm not going to tell you that. So if you're looking for a material that's really grippy, like I was mentioning before, try out that rubbery basket weave. That's going to really keep you locked in if that's the type of riding you want to be doing. Super helpful with that. Not to say that you're going to be slipping all over the place with this. You're just in place, but you know, depending on the materials, there's some materials that give you that much more grip that you want. Now 2 months ago we rode out to Milwaukee, so that was a 1,000-mile trip going, another 1,000-mile trip coming back, so total of 2,000 miles that we clocked in. I did it on the seat, super comfortable, no complaints at that. I mean, can it be more comfortable for a long ride like that? Of course. I'm sure you could probably find a more comfortable seat, but for clocking in 2,000 miles, I came back and I did not have any complaints whatsoever at all. Like I was actually surprised. Now this seat is going to be a bit more wider than the stock seat, rather than what they would be on a stock, where your legs kind of come in closer. So being that it is a wider seat, for you short kings out there like me, I'm 5'7", I'm almost still able to flat foot this bike. With the stock seat, I flat foot it like no tomorrow. This one gives you a little bit more of a height because it's wider. The seat is also going to push you up a bit forward, so if you are a taller rider, if let's say you're 5'11" and above, I will look for a different option of a seat that doesn't push you so forward up. They do have different options, seats that kind of keep you pushed up in the middle or pushed way back. And now we tell people, when you're looking for comfort in a bike, key things you need to worry about is your riser setup and your seat. That can determine everything. Right now for me, like I said, I'm 5'7". This puts me in a really nice triangle with the setup that I have here. My bar setup is really nice. I got an 8-inch crouch setup with the pullback. Nothing too crazy. And the seat does push me up a bit forward, but I'm shorter. I don't have super long arms. So for me, this is the perfect fitment right here. Damn, it feels really, really good to be out riding. I haven't been doing too much riding lately. I've just been super busy, man. Like work, there's work. And like I mentioned before, if you guys know me, I work retail, so my schedule is all over the place. And then my kid plays a bunch of sports, so when I'm not closing, if I get out on a 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, best believe my kid has a practice or a game almost every day. So I've just been really caught up with that. Right now, going into like the fall and winter, that's gonna calm down a bit more, but I've just been so busy with that, man. And then on top of that, the last few weekends and on Sundays, we've been doing a lot of like family activities. This past Sunday, we went out apple picking, and ended up going to a Giants game that night as well. Pretty good and fun Sunday. But we've been doing a lot of that lately, so a lot of family stuff, less riding, but we got to do a little bit more riding, man. Now, do I recommend the seat? Hell yeah, I recommend it. It looks good. And if you don't want to go all out and get a custom seat and just get your seat either all blacked out or whatever, just super basic, that's also cool. And you're going to be saving yourself a ton of money. You might save yourself $400 to $500 because the customization is where the money goes into. Like I mentioned before, I just like customizing my seats. I like my bikes to look very, very different and to stand out from the bunch, stand out from the pack. The way this bike rides is just, you gotta love it. Sounds great, moves great, feels great. If you guys are looking for a seat, hit Lepera up. Hit them up on their Instagram, because I know their website is a little, not a little, it's fucking old school, man. I would just recommend reach out to them through Instagram. That's the easiest or fastest way. Or even try their Facebook as well, because their website is just not the most user-friendly, especially when it comes to the whole customizing and everything like that. But they're great. They'll take care of you. You can call them up as well. Those guys are awesome. Huge shout out to Dante, man. That's who I usually deal with. Anytime I get a new bike and I have an idea, I get on the phone with this dude and we bounce ideas off each other on, you know, what we're gonna do with the seat and everything, and he's always been super helpful. So huge shout out to Dante. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button. That's going to notify you anytime I upload any type of new content. And like always, guys, let the force be with you. Ride safe and enjoy the ride, baby. Peace.